James, so you've also got runners in Newcastle on Saturday. Can you tell us about those ones?
Yeah. Earlier in the day we've got Wonderful Feeling. She's actually joining us this morning. She's just behind me enjoying her breakfast. I chose this horse to show you because not only is she probably our best of the day tomorrow, Saturday. She's jumping from barrier 3 at Newcastle. Hannah Martin gets her first race ride on her. She was on her when she was initially scratched from the Kensington track because she failed to get to the gates. I thought I'd show you her also because she's developed a little bit of a reputation as being a terrible horse. But the thing I'd say about that is, you can't always blame horses for the way they act when they're under a lot of pressure at the races. Often you have to blame the people associated with the horse, in their formative years, or you just have to remember the sort of pressure they're under. Here she is, box, in a day yard. It's about 9:30 in the morning after track work. She couldn't be happier. She's got her head buried away in the feed bin. She's a pleasant filly, and while she's worked terrific on Tuesday morning, and she's got good enough form. If you put a pen through her last start, where she was wide all the way and had none, she's going to have an excellent chance of winning. But she's just got to turn up in the right frame of mind. We'll have a discussion with my foreman as to how they manage her on the day. But I'm sure she'll be okay, only because she's getting more and more experience now, and she hasn't been as bad as she was that day on the Kensington track. And look, apart from slipping her bridle off in the enclosure at Hawkesbury, the horse wasn't a problem. Unfortunately for guys like Nash and Hugh Bowman, they don't want to be on horses that are going to cause them danger, put them in any harm. And I didn't book them because I thought they were, Clint Eastwood or anything. They're just good jockeys. They knew the horse goes quite well, and she's just got one day the penny's going to drop, and she's just going to behave like a normal horse. But under a lot of pressure, horses can all do different things. But she'll be an excellent chance at Newcastle, and Hannah Martin, who rides a horse every day and doesn't have a problem with at track work, as you can see from the footage probably that you've just been played. She's a really pleasant filly most of the time. We've also got Grand Prince. He's in the second last. As a matter of fact, he lives in the day yard just next to her, and he's a gelding who we try to ensure that he does a bit better, so he's out in the yard to keep him happier, get him to eat a bit better. And he attacked the line really strongly first up at Kemba Grange over 1,300 metres. He's a horse that's got terrific form over 1,800, like a middle distance type of horse. He was beaten by a Projectile in an 1850 maiden at Newcastle. So, Projectile's going around in the Albury Cup today, and we're running in a maiden tomorrow, so our horse has got a good chance there. Second up 1,500 will suit him. Hannah will ride him too. He's drawn wide, impossible to judge the field given there's 6 emergencies. You're really going to have to wait till scratchings to get a good guide on how he'll go. But he's got his head buried in the feed bin over there equally, and he's a happy horse. This is a bit of footage of him working this morning, and look, we're happy with both our maidens going to the race meeting tomorrow, but I would say this filly, just on the potential she's showed and the way she worked Tuesday morning, she'd just about have to be our best of the day, drawn to get a soft run, and I think she's going to be too good for them in maiden company, even with the switch back significantly in distance.
Good luck for Newcastle.
Thanks very much.